Hello, welcome back to your appointment. So you're here to get your tattoo removed by makeup today. So I'm going to take you through step by step how to do that, and then we'll give you your kit to take home. Like I said, it will be a brand new kit, so everything I use today will not be used for you to take home. It will be completely sealed and new. That's what comes with the price package for this. So before I get started at all, I'm just going to put some of this spray on, and what this is it's to test if your skin's going to react to any of the stuff I use today. Everything is in this magic liquid, so it will give me an indication whether you're allergic to anything. So I'll just let that sit for a second. If you were allergic to anything, it would quickly show up, so far so good. Unfortunately, if you had an allergic reaction to this, you wouldn't be able to get this done, and I'd have to send you home. So, right, I'm just gonna wash your hand now. I told you it's very fast, so I don't see any reactions, so I'll clean that up. Need to get smaller gloves. They're a little bit large for me. You only had large in stock, so right, clean that up there. Okay, that's good. And you can just nod if you don't want to speak, but does that feel okay? Okay, good. Right, I'm just going to pop that in the bin down there. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of moisturiser on your skin. This just helps the product to not absorb too much onto dry skin, and it gives you a smoother result at the end. Just a tiny bit on there, we don't need a lot. And just rub it in until it disappears. Okay, right, so as I say, I'll explain everything as I'm going along. So the first thing obviously we see is this is a purple tattoo. So when you look on a colour chart, whatever the opposite colour is to the colour that you've got is your neutralizer colour. So on a colour chart, the opposite to purple is yellow. So technically that neutralises any purple tones and makes it easier to cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop your hand here a second, and I'm just going to make up a yellow solution to apply. All of our products are custom made to our clients, so we do actually make this up as we go along. So every colour is tailor made to the customer. Right, so I'm just going to get my yellow and mix that for you. So just have to take this here and put some powder in. Okay, so I'm going to mix the yellow part to this makeup. I'll just put my light on so I can see a bit better. That's that. Right. You just sit and relax while I mix this up for you. You don't really need to pay attention to this part because I'll have this ready mixed for you, and it'll be in a little bottle all ready to go. I really should have set this up before you came, but I like you to see the whole process. Right, just going to put that much in there, and then put that down there. I need to just get, so this here is stage makeup, and the advantage to this is it's very thick and it's very durable, so washing your hands lightly will not make it shift too much. So you should be able to get away with carrying on with day-to-day activities with not too much noticeable effects. The one thing that you should be mindful of, obviously I'm not telling you not to use it, but sanitizer is quite a tester to this makeup. I think sanitizer does kind of strip through anything, so you really need to be mindful where you put it. I would say use it on the palm of your hand to avoid the whole tattoo area, and then you should be okay. Okay, I need to mix in some more white. Like I said, it's very tailor-made, this makeup, so we just kind of feel it out as we go along and mix it until we get the right shade. Now I know I said yellow, but again, unprofessional. I've run out of yellow powder, but luckily I have got some yellow concealer, so I can mix some of that into this afterwards, just to kind of tone it down a bit. So we do this in stages, and each stage you've got to give it time to dry, because you can end up smudging the makeup completely and resetting it really. So it does take a bit of patience, but once you get the hang of it, you'll find it easy. Like I was saying in our first meetup, the downfall to this is that you do have to get ready a bit earlier in the day, because you have to consider putting this on before you go out and that sort of thing. So laser treatment is definitely a permanent option, but it is, I understand, not for everyone, and if you do get away with doing this, then it's less intrusive for definite. Okay, so we haven't got quite yellow, but let's see. We'll see how we get on with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dab it onto the area like this. And with this stick, I can be quite exact to where I put it. And again, it's really thick makeup, this, so it does have some staying power. We also have a setting spray that comes with your kit, so when you finish the whole process you put your setting spray on, and it should make it stay for the day. Okay, so I'll just apply the first. What I'm going to do is just going to blow on it, let it dry a bit, and kind of dab it in a bit more with a sponge now, just to get it to sit more in the skin, so it's not as clumpy. And it might spread out a bit, and you might see your tattoo come through in a minute, but that's okay, that is normal, as we have to put a few layers of this on before it actually covers completely. Okay. Alright. Let me just put some more on there. I'll just put some on this sponge now and dab it in. Just like that. So don't worry about the edges too much, because you can always sort this out afterwards and blend it in a bit more, but our main objective is just to get this tattoo covered fully first. Okay, so stage 2 is our white powder. So we just kind of pop some on the hand like that, and then we get our brush and just dab it out a bit. It does look a bit heavy at the minute, but we will blend it later. I'm gonna have to remove my gloves, I think, because they are a bit big for me, so it's kind of getting in the way of what I'm doing right now. Okay. We'll tidy up all this afterwards. All right. Okay, so just I'm gonna put a bit more white on there first. Tone it down a bit. Again, we'll clean up the area around it afterwards. On. I'm actually going to use my finger just to blend it in, and obviously the foundation is a little bit darker than your skin, so I just have to try and match it. Try and ignore how it looks right now. What I might do is mix a little bit of the stage makeup with a bit of foundation. See if we can get it a bit more smoother. And what I'll do as well is get one of my cleansing wipes. Clean around the area a bit. Right, just wipe this clean. And we'll put some mixture of the stage makeup and the foundation. Okay, let's have a look. Just mix it with this. I'll clean it up afterwards. So I'm just mixing the stage makeup with the foundation. Obviously your hand is a lot paler than our makeup, unfortunately, so we're going to have to make our own foundation up today. I think you must have had more of a tan when you came to see us last time, so we didn't prep for that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Just kind of blend this bit out first, the surrounding area. Right. Now the hardest part of this whole process is trying to blend around the edges so that you don't see a sharp join between the hand and the makeup. Obviously your tattoo is kind of pointy, so it's a bit more harder to round it off because it goes off in angles. But let's see what we can do. I think we might have to just blend the whole hand in, otherwise you're going to have an obvious makeup line. So let's see, just cover the hand so it kind of blends in, and then see where we are from there. Right. So you've got to imagine that you've got sleeves on. And the only option is to wear sleeves with this because I've had to make up your whole entire hand in makeup. I don't want to start onto the arm, so I hope it's okay. And yeah, I'll send you home with a kit and we'll just set it. And you can go home with your very own tattoo kit. Okay. And that should